What is up, guys? It's your boy back here for another video. My guy, we see who has the highest SAT score. People are gonna be ranking themselves. That is fucking hilarious. Shout out to Jubilee, but goddamn, ranking on SAT score. Yeah.
Is everybody here going to college, not going to college? Like, what's the deal? I'm going to college. Yeah.
I'm going to college.
Going to college.
I'm in college.
Yeah.
I'm in college.
You're all
going to college.
I'm going to college.
I'm going to college.
Yeah, dude, just happen to get like 8 people that are going. That's cool. I mean, I guess I don't think, especially the past couple years, I would say I don't think SAT scores have really been too big of a point to where colleges have been looking at, especially with the pandemic hitting the past 2 years specifically. They've been accepting a lot of people into colleges, universities, whatever. Not looking too much into the SAT scores or ACT. So you know what I mean. I bet one of these people might not actually have a score. You know what I mean? I bet one of these people might not actually have a score. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but yes, we'll see.
When you guys applied to college, did you submit your score?
It was mandatory for us.
So
did you?
Yeah, some colleges aren't mandatory.
You should move to that side.
I submitted.
Just like you guys
down a little bit that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said
They
you
made a
submitted,
good point
right?
on that.
I submitted. Yeah.
Okay.
They made a good point. I guess they're gonna try and rank based on how important the SAT was for them to apply. So let's just say all the colleges that you're applying to, it's mandatory for you to have a certain SAT score. You're gonna want to score high, right? So I guess that's pretty logical.
But also, like, I feel like it depends so much on the college.
And you submitted as well, so come down here as well. Anybody?
But I'm just thinking, like, if you submitted, then you had something to submit, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we going to study?
I'm trying to study engineering, but technically I'm undecided right now.
I'm computer science.
Okay.
I'm biochem, but right now I'm taking science.
I'm political science.
I'm
Political
communications
science.
and media
Lord.
studies.
I'm pre-med. I don't know.
Oh, they better put that homie at the bottom.
Yeah.
Communications.
I'm doing also computer science and maybe like art.
I am neuroscience pre-med as well.
Oh wow.
Pre-med? Yeah, keep that guy at the top. Pre-med science, dude. You're gonna be in school for a while. Wow. Look at these people. They're also surprised like him.
I'm the only liberal arts major.
I feel like a lot of the SAT was like more test strategy than just like intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like
They got a
maybe
good point on
taking like AP classes could help you prepare. So I took 9, but that was the max.
Oh wow.
I took 6.
I only took 3.
5.
I think I took 7.
I took 13.
13? What the fuck?
Move.
13? 15? Oh my god. You absolute crackheads. Holy shit.
I took 5, so you go this way as well.
But also, I don't know.
That's
GPAs,
crazy. That's
maybe?
a
Yeah,
lot.
that's a good one. I also think you should.
My shit was like a
How
3.8.
far? I'll
Wait, you
slide
took
right next
9
to
I'm
you.
not that smart.
CS major.
I got you. Well, me and Emily, we're twins.
Oh, they're twins? Literally? Oh
So
shit.
we went to the same high school, and I'd say our school had a pretty good emphasis on taking a SAT and doing well.
Yeah, I'd also say
I
though that our
guess.
school valued being like well-rounded, so they didn't just like for us valedictorian, and I was salutatorian, like right under.
Oh, congratulations.
That's a flex, but
I feel like you should like move up.
You probably get, like, next to your twin.
Damn.
You said your calculator died mid-test, right? Yeah.
Well, I
so
haven't
think-
introduced that, but I didn't want
I
to.
think you should move to the back then.
Yeah. Well,
But I think you can still do well though, because like
Right, but-
math is just part of it.
okay. Well,
That's
for my.
half of it. That's
There's like
800.
no
Yeah, that's a
calculator
bit.
and then
Yeah, that's a
there's
pretty good
calculator.
half.
And the no calculator is 500 of the 800
Oh
points.
really?
I'm done with that.
Yeah, if you fuck
Do
up with
you
the
wanna
calculator,
switch?
you're screwed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe
Maybe we should talk about how many times we took the SAT.
Oh yeah, that's
That might help.
Yeah, that's a point.
I took it once.
Yeah.
I took
one
it
and
once.
done.
Did anyone take it more than one?
I took it twice.
I took it twice as well.
So no one's like crazy or anything.
No.
Yeah.
No, I
Maybe
took
you guys have
it like
switched though.
7 times.
Yeah.
She took it.
Psychopaths.
I have test anxiety and I'm also neurodivergent, so I like every board I check off. I can't really like sit down and take tests. I can't.
okay.
I like freak out. I don't think that the score that I got really reflects my intelligence because of the situations they put me into. I don't.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, SATs like they aren't like a, in tests they aren't like a full, I guess, they don't have like a full grasp of how intelligent you are. Let's just say you score low. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean like you're dumb. You know, you're stupid or anything. You know what I mean? There's like different ways to test somebody's mental. And there's different ways to really see how smart a person is, but somebody might not be necessarily smart at like reading or whatever, but they might just be a fucking math whiz, you know what I mean? So everybody kind of has their strengths, you know what I mean, and their weaknesses.
I think that's how like my intelligence really shines through.
I feel like I'm in the same boat. I really think the SAT is not a good measurement.
Yes,
I don't think
yeah.
the SAT reflects well on my IQ or just how well I could perform in school.
I have a diagnosed ADHD, so taking tests and just kind of sitting and just being focused on that was honestly really hard for me. I was diagnosed when I was like 6. I would like ask my friends, you know, like, hey, do you guys want to like study like at lunch or something? Because if it weren't for that, I literally would get no help, and I probably either wouldn't have taken the SAT or I would have failed it.
I have ADHD as well, so like for me, sometimes I'll sit there and like
How many
stare at
people
the
have
words, and I'm
ADHD?
like,
Holy shit.
What was your guys'
Damn.
GPAs?
weighted. Mine was like a 4.15.
3.8, like 7 or so.
I graduated with a 4.2.
4.6.
Weighted, I
Was
had
this
like a 4.4.
weighted?
4.8.
So I graduated with a 4.4, I'm pretty sure.
I had a 4.6.
I think we should
Yeah, they're all significantly smarter than me. I don't even remember what my weighted GPA was, dude. I graduated last year. What the fuck was that shit, dude?
Yeah, same here.
Okay, if you want to.
Do you twins on a Switch?
Yeah.
Or wait, no.
Because here's my thinking, right? He had a higher GPA and he wasn't satisfied with his score, and you had a lower GPA and you were satisfied. So maybe since the bars are different. What if you guys had? This is like trippy.
No,
This
you're
is
right.
Like, what if you guys have
Trying to
like
make
exactly the same
sense.
score, but because your bars, like your. But I don't know.
Do you think your GPAs correlate to your test taking abilities?
I feel like it depends on like the school you go to. If you go to a
yeah,
school
I don't know.
that is not funded well, all they're trying to do is push people out to graduate. Like obviously the scores you get might not reflect what you'll get on the SAT. But if you go to a school that pours money and funding into making sure that everyone is getting the best education they can get and all that, then of course like you might do better, if that makes sense. But I don't think that the
Right, but the person
GPA.
at the school that's not well funded who got a 4.5, and the person at the school that's not well funded who got a 3, the person who got the 4.5 probably got a better SAT score, right?
But we don't know that. What if they woke up
Yeah,
on the
but-
wrong side of the bed that
But
day?
we're talking about a generalization here.
Yeah.
I come
That
from a
is
very
true.
big public school of
Generalizations.
predominantly Hispanics and like immigrants. I feel like our school's main goal was to get them to at least graduate because
least,
our
yeah.
graduation rate is pretty low. SATs were optional. We didn't really talk about it much. It was a lot of kids at our school.
SAT scores, like on average across the
Fair
US, are
enough.
like directly proportional to like annual household income. Even though we can like kind of laud it as this like, oh, like perfect meritocratic system, it's actually not that, and it's like very affected by like the socioeconomic.
So what you're saying is the broker we are, the shittier the score, which explains my score.
inequality in the US.
You know, you also can't do a standardized test on kids where they all had vastly different like teachers with
Yeah.
different teaching styles and different grading, like so like.
But that's why you take a bunch of classes.
Yeah, exactly. So it does like it does-
Generally, I think
Yeah.
it's kind of a no-brainer that your GPA, for two people that went to the same school or similar schools, GPA would at least be a good determining factor of what you may have got on the SAT.
Your GPA
Somewhat,
can fluctuate. I had a freshman and sophomore year, I had a 4.6. Junior year, I had a 2.4
The
because
fuck
of
you
stuff that
do?
was going on with my
for
family.
There are some hardships that you can go through that make your experience with schooling a lot more difficult than
Yeah.
it would be if it was just smooth sailing. But during the time I was taking the SAT, like I went to rehab for 4 months. I
Damn.
know what it's like
What
to go
happened, bro?
through some really hard stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of hardships, and yeah, it didn't make it easy. But at
But
the
you still
same
kept pushing
time,
through?
like hard work is hard work.
So yeah, no, that guy really did make a good point about the hardships. You know, me going through school, a lot of things was going on from my 4th grade year to my literally when I graduated last year, back in June. Yeah, back in June of 2021 when I had graduated. A lot of things were going on. You know what I mean? And for so many things to have gone on for as long as it did, I'm pretty proud that I didn't like drop out of school or that I didn't do bad in school. I did well for the most part. I guess my only hap was just not applying to colleges and, you know, going to one because I have other aspirations and, you know what I mean, potential things that I really want to, you know, work hard on, you know, doing YouTube. You know, that shit doesn't require me to go to college. You know, I feel like if I do, I might divide my time. You know what I mean? And I might not be able to go as hard as I would like to on YouTube, but I feel that I need to make some more money. You know what I mean? So getting better education could definitely help with that. But apart from that, just going through hardships like that, from my 4th grade year of elementary school to my last year in high school. Just a lot of different things that had gone on with my family, and those family things had died down by the time I was in 8th grade. But in 9th grade, a school shooting happened at my high school. I was a freshman, and my house went on foreclosure because I was just too broke to live in that area anyways. So I was fucked regardless. I didn't move away because of the school shooting. If not, I would have stayed. You know what I mean? I had friends there. I knew the area. You know, I was comfortable for the most part. But I had to move. You know, if you're too broke to live in an area, you're too broke. You gotta move. So we moved to more of a, I guess, lower income area for the most part. And I didn't know nobody, so I didn't make friends. But I still kept doing decent in school. You know, even after going through hardships, you know, as long as you keep pushing and trying to at least persevere and do something with your life, you know what I mean? You just keep it going. Oh, and the pandemic. Half of my junior year towards the end was gone, and then my whole senior year was gone because of the pandemic. So that was great. So yeah, I didn't go too hard on SATs. I only took it once, and I didn't apply to colleges like that. I think I sent one out a year ago, but I didn't even do anything else besides that. I've been applying to some recently, so we'll see how that goes.
Before COVID, I definitely valued myself a lot on my GPA or any school grades and stuff. But then during COVID, I realized there's more to life. I valued quality time with my friends and family a lot more.
That's what I mean.
COVID, I was really ambitious. I made sure I did well in all my classes. I really applied myself. But then COVID hit, and it was my senior year, and then my freshman year in college.
Damn.
And I just lost all motivation.
No, I'm with you there, where it's as soon as COVID hit, online school started, I just did not care about focusing on school at all. I open my laptop, join the meeting, and then I just go get food downstairs.
Exactly.
That's what I did my senior year of high school. I'd open my laptop in the same room, and I'd go into classes, go to sleep. I'd just go to sleep, man. Kid you not. And during that year, the PS5 dropped, so I was on that on YouTube. So you guys could see the correlation right here, and I can relate to these people because they're probably in my age range for sure. They're 19, 20. They're just getting into college, or they already are in college, right? And you can see they have similarities to me. I mean, I don't know how many hardships they have gone through. Everybody has their own experience with life, but pandemic is one hardship you can name, right? And you can see how they have some of them have said they have lost their motivation, or they might not have cared for school as much. And you know what I mean? Shit just happens like that, but you just got to put it in your head that, you got to keep going. You know what I mean? You got to succeed, right? And I understand that people value time and spending time with their loved ones and stuff like that. But, you want to make sure that you keep a good balance in life to where, you are making sure that you're doing well in school, but don't let it consume your life. You know what I mean? Don't go all try hard. I don't think I've heard from anybody that, especially companies, you know what I mean? Let's just say they're looking at somebody who was a valedictorian in school, and then somebody who just did mildly well, middle of the pack in school. You know what I mean? The company is going to be like, oh, you're a valedictorian, we're going to hire you first. No, they're probably just going to look at their resumes, and they're going to get interviews, and whoever they just find is suited better for the job will get hired. Just because, you tried way harder in school isn't going to make the guy who did pretty well for the most part, maybe middle of the pack or higher up there, it's not going to make that much of a difference. The valedictorian spent so much time just stuck in the books and stuck on school's ass, while this guy who did mildly well had enough time to maybe party here and there, spend time with their friends and family. You know what I mean? You gotta value and balance things in life.
I remember in the moment that it hit, it was just kind of what's the point?
Why bother?
Yeah, exactly. How much pressure did your family put on you to take the SAT?
Oh, a lot.
None.
None?
Not a lot.
I think
Not a
I
lot?
had quite a lot of I think because my family is I'm a first generation immigrant, but my parents, I feel they're also first generation immigrants. So I feel they put a lot of emphasis on meritocracy and working hard to get there, just because initially we didn't have the resources to do it another way.
I'm also a first generation American. I'm Nigerian, so my mom is very you have to make sure that you're doing everything right because your sisters are watching after you. You have to make sure you grow up and get all these A's so that they have an example to follow.
Right,
so it was very hard for me to kind of separate myself from my grades, because if I did and I failed, then I'm disappointing not only my mom, but my 3 little sisters.
Oh, okay. You see what I mean? I feel that, man. And I kind of, you know, it's a good thing to do good, you know, to be able to set an example. But it's another thing that's kind of bad to, like, put so much pressure. Like, it could be a little disheartening in a way, you know what I mean? And, like, I have 2 older siblings that, my parents are immigrants. I have 2 older siblings. And my parents, I guess, could necessarily just be like, yeah, they ain't get to where we personally would have liked them to be, you know what I mean? So they look at me, you know, a kid who did pretty decent in school for the most part, and now they're looking at me anxiously, you know what I mean? Very anxiously. They're like, what is this guy gonna do next? What is this kid gonna do next? He's gonna go to fucking college, or he's gonna go to the military? What the fuck is he gonna do? He's gotta do something. You know what I mean? But they're not putting an exceeding amount of pressure on me, because those examples, they probably would have liked my 2 older siblings to have done, but I guess in their eyes, they might have not succeeded, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put my 2 older siblings down. I love them, you know what I mean? Everybody has a different path in life, you know? Just because the next guy didn't go to school doesn't make them a failure, you know? And just because this guy went to school doesn't make them a fucking god or the perfect person, you know? There's different ways of, you know, of succeeding, you know what I mean? But I understand why immigrant parents come to, you know, a new country or a better country, and they would want their kid to continue their education or to do something, you know what I mean? Because they didn't come here for no reason, you know what I mean? They didn't come here for you to lazy around and do nothing, you know what I mean?
I failed, then I'm disappointing not only my mom, but my 3 little sisters.
You seem like someone who's probably a really hard worker.
Yeah.
And I think in that sense, you probably
I feel like your drive's higher than mine.
yeah, probably. I think,
Breaking up the twins.
Right.
I do gotta say, the way you've been talking and all that, I feel like you have at least a better one than me. It's just a gut feeling, kind of, but...
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I disagree too.
Do you guys want to lock in
let's
your answer?
Let's
Do you
see.
feel good?
I'm so scared.
I think we're ready.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
That's how they group themselves?
You have Jack at 1160.
Damn, you're the lowest? Sheesh.
I was really surprised I was the bottom. I mean, I didn't think I was that bad, but...
It's not bad, bro. Don't. It's not that bad, bro. Trust me, dog. You're still a smart person.
At 1170.
Bro, she got 10 points higher.
Michael at 1280. Kylie
way.
at 1320. Chi-Chi at 1360.
Nice.
Emily at 1400.
Oh, so they were
Michael
right for
at
the most part.
1500.
Oh, okay, so they were
Emily
right.
at 1600.
Damn, she scored the 1600.
How is someone supposed to do better than you? Are you sure? Like, are you working for them?
I was surprised that Emily just didn't go forward and put herself up front. Like, there's nobody who's getting higher than her.
Yeah, nobody's getting higher than a 1600. 1600 is the perfect score, right? I think that's as high as you can go. So what the fuck? She funny as hell for doing that though. She knew she was the highest score, and maybe she could have been tied with somebody. But if you're at 1600, you know, you might as well put yourself at the top.
It's like impossible.
Without a calculator.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this for a second.
That's crazy.
No, like, huh?
They were almost accurate. It's just the latter half they couldn't
I'm going
get.
to Stanford. Okay.
Stanford.
Oh, I'm going to USC.
Go to the University of Michigan.
I also go to USC.
Cal State Long Beach.
I'm going to the new school in New York.
I got accepted to Berkeley, but I'm going to community college. It's just, yeah.
I go to UCSD.
Well, when I got to college, like the
Shit.
first 2 weeks, everyone was talking about, oh my God, I got a 1500, I got a 16, like this and that. But I don't know, I just feel like I got in here with a 1360. I don't think it really matters.
It really does.
As soon as I said computer science, you guys threw me all the way up. Then when you look, UCSD is like top 15 in the nation for CS. So
Yeah.
it's just, I don't think it reflects too much.
Yeah.
I think we're at the same intellectual capabilities. Again, like if he's not even higher, that just made me, I was like, the SAT's like just not a good scale at all. That's not an accurate reflection of who he is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you all got into the same school, regardless of your stats. So like, I feel like if you maybe lacked SAT score, you made it up for it somewhere else.
I
Yeah.
have to ask, when I asked you to switch, why did you hesitate?
I just don't want to be mean.
She don't want to be mean.
Are there any final thoughts
Oh, shit.
you want to impart on anyone who might be watching this video?
Tell me, bro.
Think the SAT is stupid.
Yeah, I think it's stupid too, dog. I got like almost 1,000. I really don't remember. I think it's below. Dog, I don't remember, dog. I might look at it like later or some shit. Can I even still log into the school thing? Dude, I've been out for like a year, dog. I'm as dumb as it gets. Another thing is I was never really a tryhard in school, so I never really like, you know what I mean? I never bragged about grades, or I never like took certain things seriously for the most part. Alright, I'm out. I don't think the SAT matters. I think it's bullshit. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.